Let's get to the main players briefly who could make up the offensive line, right? There's 9 players we're going to go over here just very quickly. In no particular order: Austin Collins, a center or a guard from Louisville; Demetrius Weatherspoon, a tackle, a returning player; TJ Ferguson, a guard from Florida State. You have Cam Pringle, a guard or tackle from South Carolina; Travion Mack, a tackle returning player; Joe Cruz, a guard or tackle returning player; Zach Rice, a guard or tackle, a North Carolina transfer. We'll get to him a lot here on the show. Niquil Beatrand, a tackle from Alabama; and Josh Miller, a guard returning player for Syracuse football. Let's get to the strengths now, okay? Why this unit could be really good. Number 1, they're big. As Fran Brown, the head coach of Syracuse, likes to say, big people eat little people. And those 9 players, according to the Syracuse Football website, are all listed above 300 pounds. So they certainly got size. In fact, the quote-unquote smallest of the 9 players that I mentioned in terms of weight is Austin Collins at 305 pounds. Most of the players I talked about range anywhere between 320 and 330 pounds. Obviously, you can't teach size. You can't really teach strength. So Syracuse's offensive line potential, right off the bat, you can kind of see it because, hey, they should not be pushed around from size alone from some of these other teams because they themselves have size. And as Fran Brown says, once again, big people eat little people. So that's strength number 1. This is a big offensive line making up Syracuse football. Number 2 is they do have some talent. It's not just the fact that they're big, but they also have some ability. A lot of them have prior pedigree or they have a lot of starting experience as well. Austin Collins last season at Louisville graded as one of the better pass blocking guards in the nation, according to Pro Football Focus. Cam Pringle, a 4-star recruit in the 2024 recruiting class. So that's not long ago. And that was at South Carolina too. So clearly they thought he was pretty good. He did redshirt that first season at South Carolina, but still, most offensive linemen end up redshirting as true freshmen. 4-star recruit in 2024 and one of the better offensive linemen in this year's transfer portal class. You got Zach Rice, a 5-star recruit in 2022. He was actually, I believe, the number 1 tackle in the country when he committed to North Carolina. Him and Jonte Cook, I believe, are the only 5-star recruits on Syracuse's roster right now. Now, obviously, hopefully next year, assuming Calvin Russell stays with his commitment, and all indications seem to be that he will, Syracuse will have another 5-star recruit on the roster, and actually a homegrown 5-star recruit. But for now, those are the only 2 guys, Zach Rice and Jonte Cook. Jonte Cook, though, being a 2023 5-star player. TJ Ferguson, we're going to talk a lot about him as well because he was at Florida State last year and Alabama before that. He started 7 games at Florida State last season. He did not play very well, according to Pro Football Focus. But hey, he was a 4-star transfer who's played at some big-time programs. Even if Florida State having a terrible year, they're still historically one of the elite programs in the nation. They just did not have a good year last season. And of the players that I did not single out just now, all of them either come from a big-time program or have prior starting experience. So they got talent. They got potential. And we'll talk more about that actually later on in the show when we discuss the questions for the unit in 2025. The number 3 strength for Syracuse offensive line, versatility. And you're already seeing and hearing the reports from camp how a lot of these offensive linemen are just rotating around the line, playing different positions. Position versatility is incredibly important. Guys get hurt. Guys underperform. Different matchups that you want. You want to be able to move your offensive linemen to any particular position you want. You want that versatility. A guy like Austin Collins was a guard at Louisville, but also has experience playing center, is probably going to be the starting center for Syracuse football. Another example, Zach Rice. We understand he's a 5-star tackle from North Carolina in 2022, but he can also play guard. In fact, that's probably where he's going to play for Syracuse this upcoming season. So once again, the three big strengths for Syracuse on their offensive line and why this unit could be really good, could be one of the better units in the ACC. Number one, they're big. Number two, there's potential and there's some talent. Number three, there's some versatility.